Hey gamers, welcome to my channel, and today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to share 7 unpopular opinions that I have and that most players disagree, like for example this game that you are watching right now, Final Fantasy XIII. I love lighting and in my opinion the game is not bad, and I have finished it countless times. I love the soundtrack, and for many is the black sheep of the series, and I totally respect that. So, do you want to know more opinions I have that most of you won't agree? Okay, let's start. You can kill me later in the comments. Sonic 1 is my favorite 2D Sonic in the series. I know. For most players, Sonic 2 is the best in the series, but in my opinion, the first Sonic is by far the best. Because I don't like some stages in Sonic 2 and 3. For example, the Oil Ocean zones in Sonic 2. I hate that zone. And my god, the music is so bad in that stage. It's a agony playing in that zone, and zones such as Metropolis Zone, in my opinion, are very repetitive, with poor level design. In Sonic 3, I didn't like the Carnival Night because of the music, or in Sonic & Knuckles, I didn't like the Sand of Polish stages. In the contrary, I love every stage and every music in the first Sonic, the simpler gameplay. It is a really comfort game for me. So yeah, for sure, Sonic 1 is my favorite 2D Sonic ever, and in my opinion, one of the best games ever made. Resident Evil 4 is one of my least favorites in the series. Yes, it's true. Resident Evil 4 is one of my least favorite Resident Evil games. And it's not because it's a bad game. It isn't. But Capcom changed the game from the survivor horror to a third-person shooter. And for a third-person shooter, it have very bad controls. Ashley is also so annoying. Leon, help! Please help me, Leon! Leon! I have no patience for that. I know that this game brings new players for the series, and it's considered one of the best games ever made, but it wasn't for me. Is one of the best RPG series ever. I only started playing this series a couple of years ago, and I'm in love. I finished all Final Fantasy games from the main series except 16. I'm waiting for the game to top price. And also because I'm buying, playing and finish all the Ys games I can get. The first game I played and finished was Origins, and then the Ota in Felghana, and Ys 6, 8 and 10. I love all because there isn't random enemies encounters, the gameplay is in real time, and the music is the best that I ever heard in any RPG. So, if you didn't play this series, make yourself a favor and play it.
If you value your life.
Smash Bros. Is not a really fighting game. I know. This is one of the best-selling Nintendo series ever. But for me, that grew up playing Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Fatal Fury, Samurai Shodown, among others in the arcades and later in the Sega Mega Drive, the first time I saw Smash Bros. In the Nintendo 64, I looked at the game and said, what? Where is the life bar? There is no motion to do the special moves. We won by ring out, and the trauma was so severe that to this day that I only bought one game in the series, that was Melee for the GameCube, and I barely touched the game. Metal Slug 3 is my least favorite in the main series. Once again, I know, that is one of the most beloved titles in the series. I didn't like the level with zombies because when we turn into a zombie, the gameplay is so slow, and also the animations of the zombies dying is too long. Also, the game and the last level in my opinion are also too long. Usually the games in the series will take 1 hour to beat, and this one is almost 2 hours. I love this series and I always buy it for all the systems I can put my hands on. And this third one is the one I finished last times. Doom and Doom Eternal are not really Doom games. I think this statement is not controversial. The first games, and Doom 64 and Doom 3, are games that we are often to look for keys or codes to open doors to proceed in the game. The involvement is usually in small rooms with little light, Most of the game is very dark. We jump in scare every time we hear a scream from a Hell Knight. And these two last games have great graphics and great gameplay, no doubt, but are very linear games. We just need to go from a point to another, killing all the enemies in the way. The game has a lot of color and we don't have the same tension, the horror, the panic that made the first games great. Final Fantasy VII is not near the best Final Fantasy. Oh my god. I'm going to lose all my subscribers for this one. All 3. But let me tell you why. And of course this is just my personal opinion. I played the original Final Fantasy VII for the first time in 2012, that I bought in the PlayStation Store along with Final Fantasy 8 and 9. At the time, because 7 was and still is so praised by critics and gamers worldwide, I decided to start with 9 and 8 and leave the best one for last. And I started with 9 that I absolutely love. Then I played 8 that I like it but not as much as 9. And I started playing 7 with high expectations. But the first few hours I realized that 9, at least in my opinion, is much superior. Personally, I didn't like Cloud that much, the long cutscenes in the summons, and after playing 4, 6, 10 and 12, I can say that in my opinion 7 is not even in my top 5. It is a great game, I know, it is very nostalgic for those who play it in the release day. But for me that played it for the first time in 2012, I was expecting better. So that's it gamers, those are my unpopular opinions. You can kill me in the comment section. As always, I hope you liked this video and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.